Hi, in this tutorial we will talk about wearable NFTs, and we can open the wearable NFT example, and we have a function called mint items. So the mint items uses the mint batch function name, and it's a request sent at the base URL plus send/transaction, and the parameters requirement or the device ID, the contract address, and we have the ABI hash, the method or function name, which is the mint batch, which means we are minting in a batch, and the arguments, which we have included here as a separate variable, which is here. So this JSON contains a number of items which are like the blue hat address, red hat address, blue shoes, white shoes, so on and so forth, and another array which is required by the backend server to know how many items are there, and an empty signature which is generated at the backend server. So once we fill this up, we include this in the arguments for this function, mint batch, and then we send this request. Once we send this request, since it's a send transaction, we will be asked by the MetaMask to sign the transaction or confirm the transaction, and then we will have the items in the contract, in the item contract. So once we have the items minted in the contract, we can get the balance by calling the we can call the method name getItemsBalance, and this method is a read-only method, which is a request sent at the base URL plus call method, and the parameters required for this function is the device ID, contract address, ABI hash, the method, which is the balance of batch. So it returns the balance in a bulk of all of the tokens that we minted, and it also has a body argument which has been included as a variable, which is required by the backend server to include a different number of accounts. I mean, many accounts here. It could be the same account many times, and then the token addresses that we want to know the balances of. So once we fill this up, we send the request and we get the data back representing the number of each token.